Hello everybody, this is another Muffin for the Win broadcast, and spawning here at the around center-ish right-hand corner is CheckPrime as the Zerg, and spawning here at the bottom left-hand corner is the Terran.
Now
Uh,
the Terran is labeled as Gaebyul from SC2 Replay, the website where we did get this replay. And I did some searching. He is from the team Incredible Miracles.
that's definitely unique. So the map we're spawning here is actually a unique iCCup map. It's called Testbug.
Now this map is a really special map because one thing you have to notice is that it has 3 different separate terrains. And it is one of the special 3-player maps that is used currently in tournaments right now.
Yeah, so it is currently only a 3-player map, so it'll be interesting to see how these players will incorporate this in their build. Also, as you can see here, there's only 4 Zelnaga towers, and actually 3 of them is actually blocked by rocks, and only the center one is actually free. So being able to kill those rocks down and take control of the Zelnaga watchtower is an incredibly important part of this map.
Now it does look like Terran is actually building a forwarded racks in his natural right now. And it does look like it is going to be a second barracks coming down, or it's just going to be a scout. It is going to be a second barracks going down right now. So it is going to be a 2 racks against the Zerg, and it depends on where the Zerg can hold it off. Now Zerg is opting for a 14 hatch right now.
Yeah, and it's actually very interesting that the Terran placed his buildings over there, so it looks like he will be wanting to wall off and take an expansion after his 2 racks pressure is over, and it looks over here that CheckPrime is getting out his hatchery, and it looks like he's continuing to just build drones and just scouting out the top base.
Now Terran isn't getting any gas right now, so it is definitely going to be a 2 racks pressure build into what possibly will be an expansion. But the thing is that the Zerg doesn't know that this is coming yet, and the Marines are already rallied towards the base. Now the Terran is double scouting right now to see what base the Zerg is in, and most likely he will see this hatchery in a few seconds here.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be interesting to see if he do any bunker shenanigans to actually harass the Zerg more and put on more pressure.
Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but the Terran's second barracks actually went down at 11 supply. So this 2 racks build is going to be a lot earlier than usual. Now, Zerg does see this and does see that there are about 3 to 4 SCVs being pulled off and will be pulling off a few drones here. Actually, a lot of drones to deal with this push right now. A bunker is going down, and it all depends whether the Marines can get into the bunker safely. Now, a drone did die already, so it looks like it will come down to the micro of the Zerg player.
Yeah, and looks like I'm lagging a little bit. Apologize for that, but anyways, back into the game. So it looks like some harassment going on. Just some microing around with the drones over here, and it looks like the drones are just trying to surround that SCV and kill it. And it looks like they'll actually decide to surround the Marines, and oh, it looks like a good surround around those SCVs, and impressive micro by the Terran player.
And now in a standard game, the Terran player would have gotten into the bunker, but just like the Terran will get into the bunker regardless, as the Zerg did lose a lot of drones right there. Now if we look at the income tab, Terran only has 7 SCVs right now, but Zerg only has 13 right now. Not in a situation that the Zerg does want to be in. And the Zerg isn't even mining from the natural right now.
Also, he's also supply blocked, so that's horrible, because he will have to remake that Overlord, and you don't want to waste money on Overlords in this kind of situation. And it looks like the bunker will be going down momentarily, and looks like it goes down, and looks like the Marines inside got surrounded and will unfortunately die. And it looks over here, the Terran player is continuing to rally Marines, but he will be retreating momentarily.
Now even though the Zerg did hold that off, the damage is already dealt. If you look at the income tab, the Zerg has 10 drones compared to the Terran's 8 SCVs with the mules mining right now. Now Terran can actually keep putting on pressure right now, because if you look at the Zerg, no spine crawlers are going down. He has no gas, so there's no way that he is able to get metabolic boost anytime soon to deal with these Marines that are just going to non-stop kite the Zerglings until he gets either a spine crawler up or a gas to get metabolic boost.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like some harassment by the Zerg player, but he just lost all of his Zerglings. Horrible mistake. I don't know why he continued continuing chasing it, even though those Marines are just constantly kiting him. So that was definitely not very cost effective, and right now he has to produce 10 more Zerglings because the Terran player is going to be pushing, and he's actually pushing with all his SCVs except for like 2 SCVs in Mule mining. So it looks like the Terran will be going all in because he did get that advantage from killing all those Zerglings.
Now the important thing is that Zerg has no metabolic boost and he has no spine crawlers, so this push completely relies on this one moment right here. Now if I was a Zerg, I would just sacrifice the natural right now and try to get at least one spine crawler on top of the ramp right now.
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like CheckPrime just dancing around, just questioning what to do. He just waiting for more reinforcement to come from his hatchery, which we can see over here that he's producing 6 currently. And I guess he's just waiting for all those to come, and it looks like the Terran player is getting ready to set up some bunkers, and CheckPrime is just waiting for a few more Zerglings before he possibly push, and it looks like he's pushing right now!
Yes, the Terran is kiting, but it feels like there are just too much Zerglings. And even though the Terran will be forced to, even though the Terran can advance, Zerg has already held us off, and Terran has absolutely almost no income right now. And Zerg just has to keep regrouping Zerglings and possibly just get a flank on the Marines later on. And it does look like the Zerg is going to be surrounding the Marines at the bottom of the ramp here. And every single Marine, or at least most of them, will be going down right now.
Yeah, definitely impressive play by CheckPrime, and now the Terran player is incredibly behind. If you look here at the income tab, 9 harvesters to 5, and of course with CheckPrime still having his natural hatchery, he will be ahead of this Terran player, even though the Terran player does have mules. It's just that the Terran player have basically no SCVs, and all he has is these couple of Marines. Well, 7 Marines. That's actually quite a few compared to the 6 Zerglings by the Zerg player currently, and it looks like the Terran player just might get this hatchery. It'll be no. Well, the natural hatchery is currently halfway down his HP, and it looks like CheckPrime is just waiting for more units to arrive before he start pushing down. But he definitely cannot lose this natural hatchery because it's extremely important.
Now, one thing that's going on in the Zerg's mind is whether he should or should not try to save the natural hatchery. As you can see, the Terran is actually continually building SCVs in his main right now, and he actually does have quite some SCVs, but it just looks like the Zerg will just have to abandon the hatchery right now. But instead, just try to run by the bunker and try to intercept any more reinforcements and simply just kill all the SCVs in the Terran's main right now. Now, Terran's question is whether he should go into Zerg's main, which it does look like he will be doing it right now, and Zerg is forced to retreat.
And it looks over here, the Terran is moving up the ramp, going into the Zerg base. Looks like he will be going after some drones, a quick drone pull away, and there's actually a spine crawler building over there, but I think that will actually be killed momentarily. Oh, it looks like the Zerg player is losing nearly all of his drones. He currently only have 3 drones left, and it looks like impressive surround by CheckPrime, but also some decent micro from the Terran player as well.
Now, I do feel like the game is already over for the Zerg, as the Zerg only has about 3 and now 5 harvesters right now. Now, no matter what the Zerg tries to do, the Terran is just going to expand right now, and he is walled in, so the Zerg has completely nothing, no viable options that he can do right now, especially with the mules that the Terran has. Now, the income tab does show 600 minerals to 240 of the Zerg.
Yeah, so the Terran is incredibly ahead, even getting out a refinery, and it looks like he moved those 2 barracks up back into his main and continuing to build some SCVs, and it looks like the Zerg is just doing some small pokes around at the bottom of RAM, just poking in, see what's up, and most likely getting that Marine, and actually will be pulling back momentarily. And it looks like over here those 2 Marines in the Zerg blaze is still doing some impressive harassment, and CheckPrime GG's.
Now, the Marines slipped by the spine crawler, one of them getting hit once, and the Zerg simply didn't have anything in his main, not even a single set of Zerglings, and it was 2 Marines against 6 drones, and Zerg couldn't even mine the entire time.
Yeah, definitely. So this was a pretty one-sided game, a little bit cheesy by the Terran player actually. But of course, that is a fairly standard Terran opening build, and unfortunately the Zerg was unable to deal with it. So GG was called, and looks like the Terran player is taking this first game.